Oh yeah, I'm back. This is your main man, Mr. K. You dig it, Baton Rouge Mayor. And I'm back with a couple hot ticks of these motherfucking politics. Hit that motherfucking subscribe button. Oh, look, America. J.D. Vance, the cross-dressing hillbilly, the vice president. What the fuck is wrong with her? We need to get that bitch out of here. What the fuck is the vice president doing a DJing at a fucking wedding this weekend? Lock his mother.
And while all of this is going on, here was Marco Rubio DJing this weekend at a wedding. He's a wedding DJ, everybody. It's not like, important things are happening. I'm being sarcastic. Here, play this clip.
Oh, look, America, this shit is serious. Donald Trump needs to be locked the fuck up. And most of all, Jeff Landry, you dirty son of a bitch. I can't wait till they put the handcuffs on your punk ass. Look, America, Donald Trump has ordered all his governors in the Republican Party to turn and stop the election that's going down in this year, especially here in Baton Rouge. We need to go ahead and get Jeff Landry punk ass out of there. Jeff Landry, bitch, how the fuck is you gonna be the fucking ambassador to Greenland and be the motherfucking governor of Louisiana? It don't make sense. Then he's a racist flatback cracker. That's what the fuck he is. But check this out. Landry, come your pussy ass to the stage. Put the handcuffs on him. Spin his pussy ass around. Now lock his motherfucking ass up. And every motherfucking body in the state capitol.
This morning, primary election results are coming in from multiple states across the country. Voters in Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, all headed to the polls to vote in races that quickly drew national attention. And the results right now proving President Trump's influence is as strong as ever. Take Indiana, for example, where multiple Trump-backed Republican candidates won their races against incumbents who pushed back on the president's redistricting effort. Results are now being seen as a clear warning to any Republican candidate or lawmaker defying Trump's agenda. The push to redistrict has been a major priority for the administration and for House Republicans trying to hold on to their majority this fall.
Oh, look, America. Look, Louisiana. These are the key players who try to gerrymander the state and gerrymander the maps and stop black people from voting. These are the players. Jeff Landry, MAGA Mike Johnson out of Shreveport, Louisiana, the country son of a bitch, the Speaker of the Republican Party. Steve Scalise, who is a motherfucking racist, was caught already at a Klansman motherfucking meeting. That's another one right there. And you got Ballmouth Kennedy, America, or Louisiana. These are the people who is fighting for us to not have a vote and gerrymander the maps. Donald Trump have sent these people and told these people this. This what you do to these son of bitches. Put the handcuffs on all them son of bitches. Kick all of them in their motherfucking ass. Now lock their motherfucking ass up and say go troll too and every.
We turn now to Tennessee, which today became the first state to redraw voting districts after last week's Supreme Court ruling limiting lawmakers' ability to take race into account. The move broke up a majority black district and added to a national controversy over altered election maps. At least 8 states have made a change. Our Ed O'Keefe is tracking it all. Ed, you're in Alabama, which could be next to change the map, but tell us about Tennessee today.
Well, Tony, Tennessee Democrats could do little more than protest the move, and they did that standing in a line, shouting at Republicans as they voted overwhelmingly to drop the state's one Democratic congressional seat. Authorities removed several individuals during the chaos, while outside the chamber, one State House Democrat burned a copy of the Confederate flag. Today's vote means this Democratic district, which encompasses the mostly black city of Memphis, will be split into 3 districts designed to favor Republicans. The NAACP is now suing to block the change. Similar redrawing may soon happen in southern states like Louisiana.
Oh, look, America, this shit is outrageous, and everybody in the Trump administration don't know what the fuck they doing. Scott Bessent, the Treasury Secretary, is on Fox News begging Xi Jinping, the Chinese motherfucker, for some help with the Strait of Hormuz and Hamas motherfuckers. Man, they don't understand. China is an ally of the Ayatollah motherfuckers. Donald Trump think that Xi Jinping his motherfucking friend. China don't like you, bitch ass nigga. America, they are fucking this country up. Scott Bessent and the Trump regime need to be their ass in jail. I tell you what we could do with Scott Bessent, the son of a bitch. Put the handcuffs on him. Spin his pussy ass around. Roll him up. Now lock his motherfucking ass up. And every motherfucking body in the motherfucking...
Are you starting to think, if this does keep persisting as it is, that the Navy has to go into the Strait of Hormuz to help ships get through, which would have a big effect on...
Well, look, that was always in our planning, that there's the chance that U.S. Navy or perhaps an international coalition will be escorting oil tankers through. There are, in fact, tankers coming through now, Iranian tankers, I believe some Chinese flag tankers have come through. So we know that they have not mined the straits.
And was that...
Oh, look, America, Donald Trump is stupid. He on social media bragging about a cognitive test. He's a cognitive motherfucker decline like he's an IQ motherfucker decline. Lock his motherfucking ass up, you son of a...
You know, one of the things I said is that we should have, in my opinion, anybody running for president or vice president should take a cognitive test. And no president has ever taken one except me. I've taken 3 of them, and I've aced each one. 1 in the first administration, 2 over here. And whenever they get a little sassy, like, does he still have it? Does he still have what it takes? I say, all right, I'll take another one. And they are hard. There are many people in this room I know that are smart. They're not going to ace them. There are many people standing back there, the fake news media, that I'd like to have them. You know, the first question is very easy, and they always show the first question is, you have a lion, a bear, an alligator, and what's another good? A squirrel. Okay? Which is the squirrel? So they show that question, and then the first 4 or 5 questions they get a little more difficult.
Oh, look, America, Donald Trump said the economy is looking good and we're living in a fucking golden age. Kiss my ass. Motherfucking gas was $3.16 last year. Now fucking gas is $4.45. Put the handcuffs on that bitch. Lock his...
My fellow Americans, our nation is back. Bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before. Less than 5 months from now, our country will celebrate an epic milestone in American history, the 250th anniversary of our glorious American independence. This July 4th, we will mark 2.5 centuries of liberty and triumph, progress and freedom in the most incredible and exceptional nation ever to exist on the face of the earth. And you've seen nothing yet. We're going to do better and better and better. This is the golden age of America.
Oh, look, America, Netanyahu, Pete Hegseth, cocaine Pete Hegseth, and fucking Donald Trump are war criminals. If it wasn't for Netanyahu and motherfucking Israel clique, we wouldn't even be in the war. Lock his motherfucking ass.
Do you believe that God supports the United States' actions in this war?
I do, because
And
God is good. God doesn't like what's happening. I don't like what's happening.
I serve God, the troops, the country, the Constitution, and the President of the United States. Blessed be the Lord, my rock, who trains my hands for war and my fingers for battle. And to the American people, please pray for them. Every day, on bended knee, each day on bended knee, we continue to appeal to heaven. Our American warriors deserve the credit, but God deserves all the glory. Shot down on a Friday, Good Friday, flown out of Iran as the sun was rising on Easter Sunday. I sat there in church and I thought, our press are just like these Pharisees. We face an essential test. Whether our nations will be and remain Western nations, Christian nations. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to capture and destroy my brother. And you will know my call sign when I lay my vengeance upon thee. And amen.
Oh, look, America. Donald Trump need to be locked up or put in a motherfucking old folks home. This son of a bitch at the White House with little kids talking about how he lost the election and somebody stole the election and about to ruin war. What the fuck is wrong with us? Lock.
But they said even harder than 50 on the Dow is getting to 7,000 on the S&P. We did that by the end of the first year, all before the end of the first year. Gary, so think of that. They said we couldn't do it in 4 years, and we did it at the end of the first year. And then, you ever have this? And then I called all my people and I said, we just set every record in the book. The economy is going great. I ended 8 wars. Nobody else ever ended a war. And the person that won the Nobel Prize, Maria, she's a good person. She said, I don't deserve this. This deserves to President Trump. There's never been a man that deserves a Nobel Prize. He ended 8 wars, including India, Pakistan, which would have been a nuclear war. 8 of them.
Oh, look, America. Donald Trump has invited little kids to the White House where he telling the little kids about how he lost the election. Don't be in women's sport if you're a man and all wrong war. Put the handcuffs on him. Lock it.
How about you? What sport do you play?
I play volleyball, and in the summer I'm trying to get into soccer.
Wow. And with your height, do you smash the ball, the volleyball? Do you get up high? Can you jump high?
Not very.
Soccer might be better. I don't want to pick it. I'm just looking. I think she'd be a great soccer player. That's good. Good luck, okay?